To watch these important lessons, subscribe to DP Education's YouTube channel right now. Click on the bell icon to stay updated on the latest lessons. Sri Lanka's largest free online school, DP Education.
Hello guys, a warm welcome to a brand new paper, Provincial paper. With me, Provincial. This is 2018 Western Province, third term paper. That's right. Well, just like every other paper that I have done with you, I'm going to give you a brief explanation, an introduction to this paper. This is 2018 year-end evaluation, which means this is the third term. Year-end, third term. Well, we always take the third term papers when we take provincial papers, because in the third term only everything, all the lessons and all the stuff in the syllabus normally come on the paper. Yeah, because at the end of the year it's covered now. So this is the third term of 2018 Western Province. Paper 2. This is paper 2. All right. As always, the paper has 7 questions. Altogether 7 questions. You don't have to answer all the 7. No. You have to answer only 5. Answer only 5. It is given here. Answer only 5 questions. Right? First question is a must-do question. It's a compulsory question. Right? First question is a compulsory question. Must do. And it is a case study. This is the case. It's a short story about an incident. Okay. By the side of the lake where Minwara is living, there is a vast area covered with reed, and government imposed a polythene ban and blah, 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 blah. It goes like that. It's a short story. It's a case. And based on the case, you will get 10 questions. Roman numbers. Must answer all 10. Here we go. 10 questions. Up to here. Okay. 1 to 10. These questions cover the entire syllabus. From background of business, business environments, business organizations, management, marketing, factors of production, sometimes production cost, and financial statements, up to financial statements. All the lessons are basically covered. You have to answer all 10 Roman numbers. One question carries 2 marks. So 10 into 2, 20 marks for the first question. 20 marks for the first question. Okay. This is 10. This is 10. 10 means Roman numbers. In Roman numbers, 10 into 2 marks. Okay. There you go. First question. Then you get the business studies part 1. 3 questions, answer only 2. Each question carries 8 marks. 8 marks. So 8 into 2 questions, 16 marks. You can select 2 and 3, or maybe 2 and 4, or maybe 3 and 4. Whatever you like, you can select. Out of 3, answer only 2. 16 marks. Because each question carries 8 marks. 8. Okay. Then, after the business studies part, you get the accounting part. Part 2, accounting. Again, 3 questions. Out of that, answer only 2. It's choosing. It's choice time. You can choose. Question number 5, question number 6, and question number 7. Okay. Basically, question number 5, that means in the accounting part, first question is given from introduction to accounting, double entry, and accounting equation, from those parts. Question number 5. Question number 6 is normally given from correction of errors, bank reconciliation, correction of errors, cash book and bank reconciliation, those lessons. Sometimes you might get even production cost statements. Okay, see, production cost statement, then bank reconciliation. See, yeah. That is the 5th question. 6th question, 6th one. Last question, 7th one, if you select, you get questions from non-profit organizations and financial statements of non-profit organizations, plus financial statements of profit or loss and SOFP of sole traders. Financial statement question. Okay. People say, it's a hard, it's a difficult one. No. That is it, children. Each accounting part question carries 12 marks. 12 into 2, 24. 24 plus 16 for the business studies part. It's 40. 40 plus 20 for the first question. 60 marks for the second paper. This is the second paper. Marks will be given out of 60. Let's get the entire 60 for the second paper. Let's do it. We're going to start the paper. This is the 2018 Western Province last time. Let's do it. Right, with the question number 1. As you know, as I told you in the introduction, this is the compulsory question. This is the every time that we take a paper, I tell you the same things. If you haven't referred to the previous papers that we have done, then only you will be like, is it the compulsory question? So sir doing now, sir is doing the compulsory. That means the first question is a must do. Yes, of course, it's a must do question. Yeah, everybody knows that. If you are getting together with me for the first time, if you haven't referred, if you haven't watched previous paper discussions, then only you will find these things new. But all these students, all you guys that watch me on YouTube, on DP Education, you know that in the second paper, Business and Accounting, paper 2, as I said in the introduction, the first question is a must do. So it says here, using the following case, answer the questions number 1 to number 10. 1 to 10. Yep, there are 10 subparts. You know, I know, we know. Everybody knows. Okay, let's get on with it. 10 subparts. 10. Case. By the side of the lake where Binwara is living, there is a vast area covered with reed. Okay. Now, this is a case. It's a case. So this question is a case study. The question is a case study. Right? This question is a case study. We know that. In the previous papers, earlier I have told you, always I have been telling you, always I've been telling you, when you get the case study, when you take this question, the case study, go through the case. Go through the case first. I always tell you, go through the case. And then only you can go to the questions. Yeah? Right? But there is another important or useful point or a tip that I was thinking to give you. There is another useful point, a tip that I would like to give you. Before reading the case, you can go to the questions. That is also now this thing that I'm going to tell you is another tactic. Is another tactic to tackle this type of a case study. Okay. What is the tactic? You can go to the questions and read the questions first before you read the case. Okay, don't read the case. Go to the questions directly. Let's go to the questions directly. Now you read the questions. This is not a careful reading. This is just brushing through, just going like a quick glance. Going through the questions like blah 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 da 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 da. Okay, right. These are the questions. Quick scanning of the questions, not a careful reading. Okay. Now you go to the questions. All according to the ownership motive, how do you categorize? Categorization of business organizations. B. What is the business organization type? Type of business organization. Okay. No problem. Question number 2. Write one business opportunity. Opportunities and threats. Okay. Is it necessary to register? Okay, right. The registration of business. Right. Write an incident from the case where controlling is management. It's management. The name to stakeholders. Stakeholders! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, scan through the questions really quick without even reading the case. Okay, scan through the questions. Name to production factors. Production factors, factors of production. Okay, I can tackle that. Provide an example for each of the above mentioned production factors. Production factors again. Factors of production. Oh yeah, these things I have studied. Now you have a rough idea, a picture in your head from the first question up to the 10th question, how the structure or the model of the questions, how they have given, from which lessons you have got the questions. That's right. Then you go read the case. You know why? This is an exam tip, like a useful tip for you. You know why I'm telling you to do, I'm giving you this tip. You know why? It makes it easier. This tactic will make it easier for you to find the answers from the case and underline the main, important points in the case. Underline and mark the main points in the case. Yeah. This is a good way to tackle a case study like this. Yep. Okay. Now, I know that earlier that I have told you, don't go to the questions. Don't even look at the questions first. Don't even look at the question. Don't even go to the questions first. All right. You read the case. That is the first thing you should do. Go through the case. Well, that is also okay, but it takes a little time. Going through the case first and reading the case carefully, then taking the questions. It's kind of time consuming. If you have like a lot of time without a time limit, you can follow that method. You can do that. But this method that I've told you, that I just now, this method that I gave you, it's even quicker, it's faster, right? So let's start with the case. Now that we have read the questions, we'll go through the case and underline the main points. Wherever we have important points, mark them. By the side of the lake where Binur is living, there is a vast area covered with reed. Reed means what do you call reed in Sinhala? I don't know. It's a kind of a grass growing in wet areas. You know what I'm talking about? It's like iluk or something like that in Sinhala. I'm not sure. But reed is a tall grass growing by the side of lakes and rivers and wetlands. Okay. Yeah. Not like the green grass or like that you have in your garden, like iluk. Okay. By the side of the lake where Binur is living, there is a vast area covered with reed. Now there's one point. There is one point. Now there is one important point. See, Binur is the guy. You should know that first. This guy is starting the business. Yeah. And he's living nearby a lake. He's living nearby a lake. A lake. Where we Swatini, Binur. Yeah. Must be a nice place. Beautiful place, location. That is not important to us, but this is important to us. Binur living in that area, there is a vast growth of reed. It's a natural resource. Of course, that is an important point. And the government imposed laws in banning polythene. Government stopped polythene. No polythene use from this point, from this day forward. No polythene. Polythene is banned. It's banned, right? That is an important point. That is, of course, an opportunity. Opportunity for the business. So I underlined that also. Then he started, because of this government law, polythene was banned. Binur started the business to make modern, decorative, stylish bags out of reed. started to make modern, decorative, stylish bags. Modern, decorative, stylish bags to have when you go to office, maybe when you're going to school, to carry a modern bag. But the bag is very stylish. Although it's stylish and modern, it is made out of reed. That's a good idea. Out of reed, see? The business was started on 1st January 2017. It was named as Sumudu Reed Bags. Sumudu Reed Bags. Okay. This business is not named as Binuara Reed Bags. It is named as Sumudu Reed Bags. I remembered that there was a question. That's why I can underline these points now. The question about registration of the business. Why is it important to register the name of the business? This is the reason for that. The business was not started under his own name. Binur Reed Bags? No. It was started under another name, different name. See, Sumudu Reed Bags. He invested his savings, 200,000 in cash, tools worth of 20,000 in the business. Okay. And again, on the 1st January, he deposited 20,000 and opened a current account. He recruited 2 workers. Recruited 2 workers. That is also an important point. Took initiative to supervise in the business activities. Necessary actions to correct the process when there are deviations. And he corrected the production process, the production process when there were any deviations. He supervised and he advised the workers. Following transactions took place during the month of January. Uproot and transport read the expenses. Salaries, that's also an expense. Packaging, that's also an expense. Rent, all expenses here. All expenses. 20,000, salary of the workers 30,000, packaging 1,800, rent 13,000, electricity 3,000, water bills 2,000. All expenses. Guys, these are all expenses, Tools depreciated by annually at 12%. Units produced during the month, 10,000 units. Profit margin, 20%. Okay, let's go. Done. All units manufactured were sold, and the payments related to sales were received through checks. Checks. Number 1, Roman number 1. This is the first question. Here we go. First question. According to the ownership and motive, how do you categorize Sumudu Reed Bags business? Okay. A. According to the ownership, how do you categorize? According to ownership, how do you categorize? Like, how do you group? To which group? Private sector? Or is it owned by the government? Sumudu Reed Bags. It's a private sector business. So according to the ownership, private sector. You can even say according to the ownership, private sector sole tradership. That is the specifically that is the ownership of the business. And motive. How do you categorize Sumudu Reed Bags? According to motive. Ownership that we know. Now, according to motive. Yeah, the target, the aim, objective. That is the meaning of motive. According to target of the business, the aim Objective. How do you categorize? Is it a profit motive or non-profit motive? Sumudhu read bags. It's a profit motive business. It's a profit. Easy questions, alright? Alright? Ownership. According to ownership, it's a private sector business. Private sector. According to motive, it's a profit oriented business. Profit oriented. Done. B. B part. What is the business organization type of Sumudhu read bags? Now they're asking for the type. Type. What is the exact type of Sumudhu read bags? What is the exact type? Yeah, of course, you know that. Well, you don't have to go and think of the entire business organization, categorization, and study everything in the business organizations, the categorization of business organizations in that part. You don't have to go and think about all that. You know, when the business is started and carried out by one person, you know the type of organization. It's a sole tradership. That is the type. Sole trader business or sole tradership. Sole tradership. Yeah, easy peasy. Next, number 2. Write one business opportunity available for this business. Didn't I underline? Oh yeah, we underlined. Not in this slide, we underlined in the main slide here. Yeah. Of course, we have it. Binwar is living where he's living. There is a vast area covered with reed. I told you that it is an opportunity. And again, I told you, government bringing laws to ban polythene. Government has banned. No polythenes. Stopped completely. That's why Binwar got this opportunity to start producing bags and lunch bags and these modern stylish bags out of reed, out of the natural material. That is why he got the opportunity. So, what is the main opportunity? Government imposing laws to ban polythene. Again, there's another opportunity. Having a vast area of reed. Yeah, that's it. You can't even think of other things, but let's write the main things. A. Write one business opportunity available for this business. Opportunity. Opportunity. Opportunity is what the government, I'll just use a short form, don't use short forms in your exam. Government banning polythene, banning the use of polythene, the government banning the use of polythene. Yeah, what is the next one? Government imposed laws in banning polythene. The other is this one. There is a vast area covered with reed. Vast area covered in reed. Okay, where Binura lives. Okay, in Binura, near Binuras. Near Binuras home. Yeah, now it's like complete. Next, B part. Is it necessary to register the name of this business? Give reasons for your answer. Didn't I tell you this? I took like 5 minutes to explain, to give you in detail which things to mark. I gave you like a full explanation, and I told you which things to mark in the case. And when I was marking those things, the main points, I told you at this point I'm marking in this case because I saw a question. From business registration, about registering a business. Which point did I mark? Which key point did I underline? You know what I'm talking about. Regarding business registration, which point? This point, see, Sumudu reed bags. I told you the business was not started under his own name. I told you that. Of course, I told you that. I told you that the business was not started under his own name, not Binur reed bags. It was started as Sumudu reed bags. So it must be registered. Is it necessary to register the name of this business? Is it necessary? Yes, it's necessary. Number 2, B part. Yes. Is it necessary to register the name of the business? Yes. Put an exclamation mark if you want. Just, give reasons for your answer. What is the reason? The business has been started under a different name. Under a different name. comma, not the owner's, not under the owner's name. That's it. Can you see this? Yeah, business has been started under a different name and not by the name of the owner. That is why the business must be, it is necessary to register the name of the business. That is why the business name must be registered. Next question. Write an incident. Write an incident from the case where controlling function in management is evident. Okay. I took this point too when marking those key points, important things. This is about management. Write an incident from the case where controlling function is evident. What is the incident where controlling function is shown to you? What is that incident? This one. See? Supervising the business and taking necessary actions to correct the process when there are deviations, deviations like differences other than the things that he has advised if the employees are doing differently. Is deviations in the plan he has to correct. That is controlling. What are the functions of management? Every time I get a question, I ask you this question. And you are like, oh. Well, you can't be like that. When I ask you, what are the functions of management? You have to say the functions of management in like 2 seconds. Yeah, you got to memorize these things. There are no options. There are no other options. Got to memorize. Nothing else to do. You got to memorize. You have to memorize. What are the functions? 5 functions of management. There are 5 functions, right? No? Yeah, 4. Planning, organizing, leading, controlling. Okay, so controlling is taking necessary actions to correct the process when there are deviations. Correcting the errors. Supervising and correcting things which are wrong, going wrong. Write an incident from the case where controlling functions. Okay, supervising the process, the production process. And taking necessary actions to correct any deviations. Deviations. Got? Okay. Done. BIPA. Name 2 stakeholders related to this business. Oh my God, you can name not 2, you can name 4. B part. Name two stakeholders. You can name four. Binuara, the owner, is the main, the key figure. Binuara, owner. Then employees. The employees. These are both are internal stakeholders. No? Internal stakeholders. No? Yeah, internal stakeholders. Then even you can write government, external stakeholder. Yeah. Of course, government is a stakeholder. Yes, of course. Right? Done. Next question. Name two production factors related to this business, to this case. Name two production factors related to this case. Then they say, provide an example for each of the above mentioned production factors. Children, guys, these two are connected. Yeah? Name two production factors. Then provide examples for each of the above mentioned production factors. That's right. You got to notice these things, yeah? Name two production factors. Tell me the three production factors. We have learnt about factors of production, right? Three factors are there, right? No? Four. Oh, is that true? Okay. Good. You have studied the things. Yes, there are four production factors: land, labor, capital, enterprise, or entrepreneurship. Land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. Or you can say enterprise. No problem. Out of those four, you can write two production factors. Land. Labor. Capital. Enterprise. Out of these four, which ones are, which production factor is about the natural resources, the natural resources, materials used in the production? Which production factor has those natural resources? Land. Then the second factor of production, labor. Labor means human resources, all the people, the humans, the workers. Labor. Capital, man-made resources like cash, buildings, machineries, factories used in production. Capital. Enterprise means the entrepreneur. Okay. Now we wrote not two, we wrote four. Then provide examples for each of the above mentioned production factors. Now we have to provide examples from the case. Yeah, that's right. From the case, you have to provide examples. I don't like that L. Okay, that looks better. Land. Provide examples for land from the case. You don't even have to look. Oh my God, OMG. Come on. Guys, you don't have to look. Land is all the natural resources used in production. This production of stylish modern bags, this product is completely made from a natural resource. What is the resource? Reed. Not READ, not not reading. It's reed. REED, reed. I told you that it's a tall grass like iluk, and I don't know what you call it in Sinhala. It's reed means it's a tall grass growing in wetlands. Okay, that is the main resource used to make this bag. So production is done with reed. That is the natural resource. That is a natural resource. So it is an example for land. Yeah, that's right. Land. Then we'll take another production factor of production. Labor. Examples for labor. The employees. Yeah, the employees. He took 2 employees, right? He took 2 employees. Yeah, he took. See, he invested savings 200,000 in cash. That goes under capital. Tools 20,000. That is also capital. Deposited 20,000 and opened a current account. He recruited 2 workers. There you go. You can even write about capital. Even you can write examples for capital. Yeah, of course. Even for capital you can write cash, tools invested by Binur. Got it? Yeah, got it. I got it. This is B part. This is part B. Done. Examples. Even you can write enterprise. These are easy things, right? Even for enterprise you can write the example. What is the example for enterprise? Binur, the entrepreneur. That guy. Next question. Okay, short question. Write the accounting equation as at 1st January. Okay, children, you must know in the first question, in this question, the first 4 subparts are from BS, Business Studies part. From the 5th subpart, that is this one, accounting starts, accounting questions. Write the accounting equation as at 1st January. Got it. Write the accounting equation. Here we go. First asset. What is the basic accounting equation? Assets equals capital plus liabilities. Yeah. Give me another name, another term for capital. Assets equals capital plus liabilities. Or you can say equity. You can say equity plus liabilities. You know these things, right? Right, yeah. Now, what is the first asset coming into the business? This one, 200,000 cash. 200,000 cash. Then tools, 20,000. Tools of 20,000. Again, 1st January, deposited. Again, 20,000 in the bank. These three, yeah? Got it. Okay. Let's number them. Okay, let's number them and let's mark them here. Sumudu read back. He invested savings 20,000. See, this is the first one. Invested savings money, saved money in cash, 20,000. This is an asset. Cash is an asset. Got it? Okay. Tools. That is also another asset. Tools. Then bank account. Bank current account. This one. This 20,000 bank current account, that is also an asset. Bank current account, that is also an asset. That's it. No liabilities. He has not taken a loan. No loans. That's good in a way, but you can take a loan because this business is registered. If he wanted to, if he wanted the owner, Binur, if he wanted to, invest more money, he could have taken a bank loan. Could have taken a bank loan, but he has not taken a bank loan. Yeah. No bank loans. So no liabilities. Assets equals equity plus liabilities. Got it? First we have this cash, 200,000. This one, cash 200,000. Let's put 200,000 here. And that is going under equity because that was invested by the owner. $200,000. Second is this. We took this, okay, took it. Second, tools, worth of 20,000. This one, tools, worth of 20,000. That is also an asset. It is also an asset, okay? 20,000. Again, it goes under equity because it was invested by the owner. Invested by the owner. Now it's clear. Last asset was this one. Now we have taken this tools, we have taken already. We have taken to all the 20,000 already. Last asset was the bank money. This one. 20,000 again. That also goes under equity. Why? That also was invested by the owner. He deposited 20,000 and opened up a current account. Wait. This 20,000 was deposited from the same money, from that 200,000. He didn't invest. He did not invest this 20,000 separately. He deposited this 20,000 and opened a current account. From this 200,000, from the 200,000 only, he took this 20,000 because this 200,000 is already in the business now. This 200,000 is already in the business now. Okay. From that only he took 20,000. He did not invest another 20,000. So that should not go to the equity again. Should not go to the equity again. This should not go. Okay. This should not go to the equity again. It's here. This 20,000 is already like inside in that 200,000. Got it? Let's erase it. That's it. Just take the totals now and done. 220,000 equals 220,000. That is the accounting equation for you. Why am I erasing it again? Why is he erasing? Because I don't like the way it was written. Now it's nice. Yeah. 220,000 on the asset side, 220,000 on the equity and liability side. No liabilities, but no liabilities. Nope. No liabilities. See? Liabilities, nothing. This is the equation. Yep. Let's go to the next question. Sixth one. Here they are asking what prime entry books are required in this business. Okay. Now they are asking prime entry books. Prime entry books are the you know that prime entry books are the what? Prime entry books are the set of books in which transactions are recorded for the first time before the transactions are entered to the ledger using double entries, debit, credit. Before you put the double entries to the ledger, transactions are recorded in the relevant prime entry books. There are different prime entry books for different transactions. Yeah, you know that. Yeah. Now, when they are asking about the prime entry books, what you should do is you should look at the transactions. Okay. Uproot and transport read 20,000. This is the case. The full case is here. Let's look at the transactions. Here we have the set of transactions, right? Set of transactions. To uproot and transport read, that is a cash expense. Next we have salaries. Salaries for the workers. That is also a cash transaction. Cash paid. Then we have packaging. Packaging 1,800. Rent, paid electricity, paid water bill, all are cash transactions. So obviously the cash book should be there. That is the first prime entry book. Cash book. Tools, depreciation, general journal. Tools depreciation. Depreciation is recorded in the general journal. Units produced during the month. Profit margin. Those two are also there. Okay. but these two are not transactions. These two are additional information given to use in another question, like they will ask the question, there will be a question to find the unit cost or to find the profit margin. That's why they have given these profit margin per bag and these things, units produced during the month. All right, so looking at the transactions, we can say cash book is a must. Cash book is a must. Cash book must be there. Paid electricity, then paid water bills. These are all expenses, no, electricity, water bills. By check. Check. That is the bank book or the bank account. That must be there too. Now we have more than 3 prime entry books, right? Yeah. We have more than three prime entry books. They are asking for 2 prime books only. What prime entry books are required in this business? At least write 3. Okay. Cash book. Cash, because you are getting 2 marks. Write at least 3. More than 2 you must write. Cash book. Bank book or the bank account. Bank book or the bank account. Bank book or the bank account. Then general journal. General journal. Okay. There you go. Prime entry books. Prime entry books only. Only one question is there in the 6th one. 7th one. What is the total production cost? I told you. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you that we have to find, they will ask about production cost. What is the total production cost? Total production cost. Okay. Now, they are asking about the production cost. You know, I know, we know, everybody knows that production cost, the total cost is formed, or it is made with prime cost and overhead cost. Prime cost and overhead cost. Okay. These 2 costs add up and the addition is the total cost. Prime cost is the total of all the direct costs. Overhead cost is the indirect costs. Yeah, that is like a brief, a brief explanation about the lesson production cost. Now we will find the production cost. I don't see any prime cost items. Do you see any prime cost items? What is the meaning of prime cost items? Prime cost is made up with all the direct costs, which means the costs which can be directly identified, or the costs which are directly related to a unit of production. Or, that's it. You can go watch the lesson, production cost statement, done by me, and it's already uploaded. I think it's already uploaded on YouTube in the DP channel. I can't do the lesson here. Okay. Just find the direct costs now. Let's find direct costs. I don't see any more direct. Oh, we have one direct cost. See, uproot and transport reed. This is the direct material. The material which is used to cut and clean and dry and weave the bags. These are the materials which are used to weave these bags. These are the raw materials. So that is direct. It's a direct material. Then we have direct labor. Yeah. And other items also have to take the packaging cost, have to take the rent of the workshop, paid electricity of the workshop, water bills of the workshop, tools depreciation. Have to take the tool depreciation. I'm talking about this one. Tools depreciation, see, 12%. Tools depreciation, annually 12%. Take the cost of the tools and let's calculate the tools depreciation. Cost of the tools, industry savings 200 in cash and tools worth of 20,000. That is it. This is the item. Tools worth of 20,000. Take that 20,000 here. Take it here. Apply 12% this one and calculate depreciation. 12 over 100. Answer is how much? Cut the zeros. 2,400. 2,400 should be divided by 12 again. Why is that? Because 12% is the annual depreciation percentage, okay? Annual, see? Annual, 12%. Divide the answer by 12, you get 1 month's depreciation. It's 200 per month. Per month. Yeah? See? Following transactions took place during the month of January. This is for a month, not for a year. That's it. 200. Now we can take the cost, the total cost. Right? Right. Let's do the calculation here. Okay. Prime cost. Don't take much time for these items, these are not important. They are just asking for the total production cost now. So you don't need to prepare a production cost statement. No. Why do you need to prepare a production cost statement? Are they asking to prepare a production cost? They don't ask you to produce or prepare a production cost statement. They just ask you for the total production cost. Do a calculation. Okay? What is the total production cost? Read. Direct materials. Read. How much? 20,000. Direct labor. Salaries. Salaries, 30,000. That's it. Take the total. 50,000 here. Total of the direct costs. That is the prime cost. Okay. Now take the indirect costs. That means the overheads. All right. 1,800 we have packaging. 13,000 the rent of the workshop. That is 14,800. Then 3,000 electricity. That is 17,800. Then add up this also. 17,800 plus 2,000. 19,800. 19,800. That is the total of the other costs. I mean the direct costs. 19,800 plus this 200. That is the depreciation. Yeah. Here we go. If you want to look at it nice and shine, see, this is depreciation. We took the depreciation per month. Yeah, we took the depreciation per month because these expenses are given for a month. See, man. Yeah, depreciation you have to calculate per month. Okay, it is 200. That 200 also must be added here. Then the total becomes 19,800. 19,800 plus 200. It's 20,000. 20,000. Take that 20,000 here and add it to this 50,000. These are the overheads. Overhead cost. $20,000. Add these two, you get the total cost, 70,000. That's it. Can you see this? 70,000 is the total cost. Okay. Total production cost. $70,000. There you go. Let's go to the 8th. What is the selling price of the product? I told you that they will ask about profit and selling price and blah blah blah. So find the selling price, get the total production cost. To find the selling price, first of all, you get the total production cost. The production cost, which we calculated in the earlier question. The product. The production cost, which we calculated earlier, 70,000. Got it? Yeah. And you have to find the unit cost. Unit cost. What is unit cost? One piece, per unit, for 1 unit. How much is the unit cost? You have to get the total production cost, this one, 70,000, and divide it by the number of units produced. It's here, see, 1,000 units. 70,000 divided by 1,000 units. Answer is 70. Answer is 70. Unit cost is 70. Got it? Got it. 70. 70 rupees, okay? Rupees 70. Then you have to apply the profit margin. The profit margin. Unit to produce or to make 1 unit, Binra has to spend 70. Binra spends 70 rupees. 70 rupees he spends. Yeah, to produce 1 bag. But he's not gonna sell the bag for 70. No, he is not. Are you kidding? No, he's not gonna sell it for 70. He's spending 70 to make it. What is the benefit of selling it for the same price? Now, add the profit on this one. On this cost, you add the profit. 70 plus maybe 30 as the profit. You add 30. Then 70 plus 30, 100. You sell it for 100. Likewise, get the profit margin. What is the profit margin? The margin of the profit is given, see, as a percentage. Take that percentage, 20%, and add that 20% on this 20 over 100. Right, now do your math. Huh? Cut the zeros. Answer is 14. That is what? The profit margin. Can you see it now? Yeah, profit margin, here you go, 14. But they're asking for the selling price. Guys, this is selling price, okay? Selling price should be calculated by adding the profit on the cost. Selling price, add the profit on cost. The profit on cost. Cost is 70, unit cost is 70. Add the profit, and you get the selling price. How much? 84 rupees. 84 rupees. Voila, that's it. Let's go to the next 9th question here. We have again they have asked about what? They have asked about the cash balance. Well, you need to prepare the cash book. No other option. Do not draw a full format for the cash book. Just draw a T format and that's enough. Name it cash book. Name it as the cash book of the business. Remember, this is the cash book and only cash transactions are relevant for this. Cash incomings and cash outgoings. There are check transactions too. Okay, let's come from the top. Find out what cash inflows are there and what cash outflows are there. And let's record. First of all, Binura decided to start a business making modern and decorative stylish bags. Business has started 1st January. Sumudhu read bags. Okay, invested savings 200,000 in cash. Here we go. First cash transaction. Cash incoming or cash inflow. The capital invested by the owner, 200,000. Take that 200,000, put it to the debit side of the cash book. 1st January 2017. Capital, that is the owner's investment. What else do you write about the owner's investment? What else do you write for the owner's investment? It is capital. Write the description as capital, 200,000 on the debit side. Got it. Next what? In cash. Tools 20,000. Tools don't go to the cash book. Tools go to the tools account, not to the cash book. Tools worth of 20,000 in the business. He deposited 20,000 in the bank. Okay. That's a cash outflow from the cash book. It's a cash outflow from the cash book. cash going out. So to the credit side, description bank, 20,000. Don't forget the dates. Put the dates, huh? Put your dates. Then we have, what else do we have? 20,000 opened a current account in the bank. He recruited 2 workers. He took initiative to supervise activities, necessary actions to correct the process, and blah, blah, blah. Da, 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 da. That's it. Following transactions took place during the month of January. There we go, transactions. To uproot and transport read, 20,000. Expense. 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 20,000 to the credit side. What? Let's write read for read. Not to read, it's for read. Next. Salaries of the workers, 30,000. Again, another expense. Expense. Salaries. Salaries. Expense. Expenses. Packaging, 1,800. Another expense. Yeah. Packaging. Let's say packing. Okay. 1,800. Next. Rent of the workshop. Rent of the workshop. That is what? Expense. Of course, that is an expense. Rent of the workshop. 13,000. 13,000. 13,000, that is the rent. Packing, 1,800. 13,000 is the rent of the workshop. 13,000. Rent. Next. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Electricity, 3,000. Water bills, 2,000. Expenses. Let's take electricity, 3,000, and water bills, 2,000 to the cash book. Shall we? Credit side, right? Credit side, right? This 3,000 and this 2,000. No, we don't take them. We don't take them. No. Why? Why? Because they are checks. Check transactions. They go to the bank account, not to the cash book. Got it? Okay. Do you record depreciation in the cash book? Expense, of course, yes, expense. So let's put that to the credit side. No, you don't record depreciation in the cash book. Don't record depreciation in the cash book because depreciation is a non-monetary expense, not paid in cash. That's it. Done. Done. Balance the cash book. Before that, check whether there are any items which you missed. That you missed. Okay. Let's go to the main slide and let's look at our main case which we, marked with the, where we marked the main points, where we underlined. This one. Here we go. The upper part, everything we took. 200,000 we took. Tools we didn't take. deposited 20,000, we took to the credit side. He took initiative to voice the business activities and necessary actions to correct the process and done. Okay, did we miss anything else? No. Where are the sales? Where are the sales? Here we have this that we missed. All units manufactured were sold. All units manufactured were sold, and payments related to sales were received through checks. Now, that is interesting. All units manufactured were sold. How many units manufactured? C, man. 1,000 units manufactured. Units produced during the month manufactured 1,000 units. And all units manufactured were sold. Payments related to sales that we received the payments. We received the money, cash, by checks. Now, do they say the checks were received directly to the bank? No. Then checks received first should be added to the cash. Checks received first should be added to the cash. How much of units sold? How much of units were sold? See? Sold. How much units sold? 1,000 units. 1,000 units. What is the unit selling price? What is it? You don't know. I don't know. We don't know. What is the unit selling price? For how much did they sell one unit? One bag. What is the price of one bag? Actually, we know. We actually know. For how much did they sell? We found it. See the unit selling price. See, man. 84 is the unit selling price. One unit was sold for 84. One unit was sold for 84. Yeah, no need to calculate the sales income. 84 rupees per unit. 1,000 units. 84,000 is the sales income. Oh no, you got to be very attentive to detail. Otherwise, you're gonna mess these questions. Mess them up. You're gonna mess it up. Attention to detail should be there. See these details. If you forget these details, the ones that you calculated earlier, you don't get to complete the questions that come later. You know, the last ones, the questions that come last. You can't do these questions if you forget the earlier information, details that you calculated. Yeah, details that you found, like the selling price. Selling price is 84 rupees. Yeah, that's ugly, man. 84 rupees, so ugly. Rupees 84. Now it's nice. So 84,000 is the sales income or the sales revenue. 84,000. How did I calculate that? Because in the very first slide. I mean, for me it's a slide, but for you it's a paper. You can just look at the paper and turn the page and go to the first, the opening page, the first page, and you can read the case again. In here, the opening case, opening slide, I have marked what? I have marked this. See, all units manufactured were sold. All were sold. Talking about this. So if all were sold, how many units were manufactured? Units produced 1000 units. 1000 into 84 rupees. 84,000. That is the sales income. That is the sales income. 84,000. Going to the debit side. Going to the debit side. Okay. Okay, you got it? Got it? Got it? That's it. Balance it. Take your cash balance by balancing. How to balance? Guess which side is the higher or which side have the greater total or addition. Obviously, this side has the greater addition or the greater total. 284,000. We have done these things. These are the most basic things in accounting. Balancing an account. You don't know how to balance an account, you can't go to the exam. Okay? You can't take a paper. You can't face a paper. Balancing is a must. You should know how to balance a ledger account. 284,000. Take the total or the addition of the credit side. 20 plus 20, 40. 40 plus 30, it's 70. 70 plus 13, 83. 84,800. That is the total. Now what you do is take 284,000 and subtract the credit side total. Yeah. Zero, 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 zero. 10 minus 8. 2. Here it is there. Here it is 3. 13 minus 4, how much? 9. $199,200. Is that the answer? Balance carried down. 199,200. That is the cash balance as at 31st January. Yeah. See, 31st January. Here we go. This is the cash book, children. You prepare the cash book, find the cash balance. That is the closing balance or the end balance of cash. End balance, final balance of cash. Well, some you guys ask me, sir, do we have to prepare the cash book according to the format with columns? No. Who said? No. This is not a question from cash book. They are just asking the cash balance as at 31st January. The closing balance or the ending balance. 31st January. The final cash balance. They are just asking the final cash balance. They don't ask you to provide a cash book. So no need to prepare a full format. Just a T account is enough. Okay? Even without the T account, even without it, you can do it. You can calculate the cash balance. Got it? You can go ahead and finish off this question. the final question, the 10th part. Here you go, if you want to take a clear look at this, all the figures. All the figures you can see now. Shall we? Last question, moving forward and finishing off this question, the first question of 2018 WP, Western Province paper. Final question. They are asking about what? The capital, owner's equity. What is the owner's equity as at 31st? What is the owner's equity? Now, this is not something you should fuzz about. Don't fuzz about it. Owner's equity is capital. Owner's equity means capital. There are only 4 transactions which can affect, that means which can increase or decrease capital. There are only 4 events or transactions which can increase or decrease capital. 2 events increase capital and the other 2 decrease capital. Additional capital invested by the owner, it increases his capital in the business. Additional capital increases capital, equity, increases equity. Next, income or profits increases equity. These 2 increase equity. Drawings decrease equity, losses or expenses decrease equity. These 2 decrease equity. So what, man? There's only one event occurred out of these 4 events here. There's only one event which occurred here. There has been only one event occurred. Yeah. What is that? The profit. Capital at the beginning. The opening capital. The opening capital, owner's equity, opening capital, that is how much? We calculated the opening capital. Don't go and calculate the opening capital again. Just go back and see the question where we have calculated capital. See, we have calculated capital 220,000. Just go back and see. Take the opening capital 220,000 and add the what? Profit. Hey, how much is the profit now? Where did you find the profit? Where did we calculate profit? No, we didn't calculate profit. Oh, I cannot find it. This is gonna be a problem. In the British accent, how can we find the profit? This is gonna be a problem now, huh? Well, I just said, how can we calculate? How can we find the profit? This is gonna be a problem. No, it's not gonna be a problem. No, it's not gonna be a problem. No. I'll tell you how to calculate profit. There is a profit margin. There's a profit margin. Okay. It is given. It's given right here. See? 20% per bag. How many bags were sold? 1,000 bags were sold. 1,000 bags were sold. 1,000 units were sold. Where is that? Where is that information? It's given right here. It's given right here. units, 1000 units. 1000 units, see? It's given. It's given 1000 units. 1000 units were sold with a profit margin per unit of 20%. Per unit 20%. 20%. We calculated that profit right here. Where did we calculate the profit? See the profit margin per unit 14 per unit, per piece, per one item, 14. So for 1000 items, for 1000 units, 14,000. This is the profit, total profit. Let's say total profit, just for you to understand this, total profit. Okay, total profit. No problem. I'm okay with that. I will call it total profit. Because we were talking about profit margin per unit, profit margin, blah, blah, blah. Then I will call this total profit. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. That's ugly. So I'm going to write it total profit. 14,000. Add the total profit for that period to the capital, opening capital, and you get the owner's equity. Owner's equity as at 31st. January. This is the end of the month. Final or closing capital. End of the month. Opening 220,000. What is the closing? End of the month. Yeah, that's what we are calculating. 14,000. With the profit, you get the final or closing capital with the profit when you add the profit. And we get the closing capital at the end of this month, that is 234,000. That's it. You know, these are not like so complicated, so controversial, confusing. No. Okay, children, this is the last question. We calculated the closing capital or the owner's equity as at 31st January, the end of the month. Right, that's it. We are done with this question. This is 2018 Western Province third term paper 2, second paper. Yeah. With that, we're gonna wrap up this session. I'm hoping to see you again in the next session, where we're gonna take up the second question of this paper, 2018 WP Western Province third term paper. Hoping to see you soon. Until then, do your work. Be good, don't be stupid. Do your work. See you soon. Thank you.
To watch these important lessons, subscribe to DP Education's YouTube channel right now. Click on the bell icon to stay updated on the latest lessons. Sri Lanka's largest free online school, DP Education.